was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Brings their line to kick off for Dallas.
Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
From the 29, Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They'll fake the handoff, now Herbert. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Monte Nicholson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared, but I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
The all-pro pass rusher Joey Bosa able to make the tackle there.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Handoff comes to Chubb. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Well, this defense for the Chargers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he will have a Cowboys first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. They give to Chubb out of the gun. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Well, this defense for the Chargers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 30.
Nick Chubb saw his role kind of diminish in the passing game last year. His receptions went down from 36 to just 16, but let's be fair about this. He missed some time with a knee injury, and he also had Kareem Hunt in the backfield, who absorbed a lot of catches along the way. He's more than capable of adding to their passing game.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way,
and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Nick Chubb, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, but it'll be second down.
Second down, 10.
To the air again, Herbert. That'll be complete to Cook. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Cowboys 7, Chargers 0.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
1st and 10 at the...
Here's Herbert. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A handoff, it's Eckler. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw here, Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this.
That ties the game at 7.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline because...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Back to it after the pick 6. Prescott over the middle, complete. That's Hall. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A give running right is Chubb. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Now Prescott. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. Now Chubb running right. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Prescott. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. And Zerline's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Herbert now. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Brings up 3rd down.
On the give, this is Eckler.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 15 yards here for number 15.
Jalen Guyton was undrafted out of North Texas, but he's carved out a nice little role with this offense, especially when he runs routes like that and makes catches.
And this is Cook with a grab. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Herbert.
Cowboys 45-yard line.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 21. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Running on 1st down, Eckler fights him off. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10 and all the way down to the 5. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Eckler. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter.
Michael Badgley for the Charger field goal. A 20-yard attempt.
Badgley able to punch this one through. And that will do it for this 1st half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the 2nd half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the 1st half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Here we go. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His 1st carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 44-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A give. This is Chubb. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Play action now. Prescott. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Robert Foster, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. But Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there. Zerline good with a PAT. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving. 52 yards rushing for him now to this point. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first. 2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. But DeForest Buckner using those big hands and getting in there and bringing him down for this sack. Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the 1st down sack. Herbert has it knocked free. And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Now it's Herbert. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion. Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front. Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph. They run it again with Chubb. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play, and it's 3rd down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 34 yards. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. Well, there was a little extra pressure with that one because it was 3rd down. He didn't care. He snagged it with one hand like it was routine.
The key is to make a play in a tough situation. Doesn't matter how, and in this case, one-handed gets it done. Terrific play for us to watch.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target. And it's 2nd down. Here's Herbert. Right back to Williams, and this time he's got him. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Herbert. And he fires one, but incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it with Eckler. Fighting through. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
That's going to be a long day. 97's the mic. 97's the mic. Watch the road.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go defense. Let's go defense. Here we go.
To throw is Prescott. Flush to his right, and he gets it down to the 32. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Oh, no, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now it's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Austin Eckler got hurt last year, missed 6 games, but still finished with 54 catches, the 5th most by a running back in the NFL. But remember this, 2019, 92 catches. This guy's a definite threat out of the backfield.
And some strong running. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Going on the ground with Eckler. Stays on his feet. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. And it's third down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys' side of the field. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Throwing, Herbert. Escaping, and he's in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Here's Prescott. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
To throw, Prescott. And a throw right sideline is complete. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Prescott. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They'll try again with Chubb. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Brings up 4th down and goal.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And it'll be a good time in Big D tonight. The Cowboys have won it. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Cowboys, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back to